how do you define inner work?
Oh, Fancy, you should ask that question. I think it's a trick question, honestly. I think it's a little unfair in some ways. I don't think that it's different for everyone. But so for myself, I think inner work is turning your head 3 degrees to the right. And it's two things. It's either turning your head 3 degrees to the right and being able to connect with yourself, or to close your eyes and you turn your head 3 degrees to the left and connect with the divine. And obviously it can be God, silence, or nature. We're equal opportunity divinity here. But I think that it's one of those two things. And how you go about that, that's the beauty. You get to go about that in whatever way suits you the best, whatever you way that you're finding that is bearing fruit.
Yes.
And that's going to be different for everyone. And you're going to know that you're getting somewhere with inner work by either one of two things. Connection, what we're talking about, like connection either with yourself or the divine, that you can really feel that, or discomfort. I think that's the other signal, the light post that says, hey, you've arrived, if you're finding some sort of discomfort. I think that the discomfort comes from the work part of inner work, of being brutally honest with yourself about what you observe inside of yourself. And first, like we were talking about, allowing for it, making space for it, and then holding it with tenderness and kindness. Yeah. So the discomfort, there's something really good on the other side of the discomfort, but I think that it's a really important part of the journey in order for growth, for change, for all the good stuff, all the fruit that you'll know inner work because of the fruit, like I was saying, you're lucky, you're going to start to see it bearing fruit, dancing and beauty and poetry and all the things that make you happy, hopefully that elusive thing called joy, that's going to be the end of it. Hopefully, is that you'll get some joy, but connection and comfort are what you need to look for. And it's really cool. And you get to do it in whatever way works for you. And I think we can talk a little bit more about that, but
I love that. And for me, my first go-to for describing inner work to another is just getting quiet, right? Like we have to get quiet long enough to be able to do what you're saying, right? To connect inward, to connect outward. I have this analogy, this little image for myself that I created years ago, that my job is keeping the windows clean, which means that I want there to be able, my inner spark, to connect with something bigger than myself, whatever you want to call it, divine, God, whatever it is, but that I want to do daily practices just to keep those windows clean so that connection can exist or reconnect, right? Because it does sometimes get cloudy. It does sometimes get sort of covered over, and
it's okay. It's okay to lose connection with yourself. It's okay to lose connection with God. It's a relationship. It's okay to lose connection with your kids. It's okay to lose connection with your partner for a little while. What's important is that you remember to, once again, turn your head 3 degrees to the left or 3 degrees to the right and reestablish that connection.